Good morning, everyone. As I mentioned in a community post, I am going to be collecting various types of fish for November the 7th, which is the 3rd-year anniversary of when I started collecting a bunch of fish. And by collecting a bunch of fish, I mean I started consuming canned fish. Anyways, here's a little funny thing I just wanted to show. So, I actually... Seeing here's where my kitchen is. This is my grandmother's kitchen. And see, I keep all my canned fish in the corner of this room in a tiny bag. It's kind of dark. 1 second. So inside this little spot where I've got a bunch of stuff, there's this bag. This is also where I keep, my little knife that I used to make the apple cabbage soup, or stew, I mean it's a stew. And, so, as you can see, it's pretty empty right now. So what's funny is, I'm going to be collecting all this fish, and people just aren't going to know that I'm not eating it. So what's really funny is, if I play my cards right, literally nobody will notice anything is up, and I just find that kind of funny. So that's where I'm going to be sticking everything in, is in that tiny little bag right there. And so, that's it. I just wanted to show that, because I thought it'd be kind of funny. I'm going to be eating canned fish, though. These ones are really cheap. They're only like $1.50. So these are what I'm mostly going to be eating, as all the good stuff that's more expensive I'm going to be pocketing until November the 7th, so I can take a picture with a bunch of different fish products. It's going to be really funny. So, and I just want to do it specifically on November the 7th, because that would be the 3-year anniversary of my consuming of the canned fish regularly. But, so, I am now going to toast this. I am sorry if I sound a little quiet at the moment. I have guests over, so I'm trying not to make too much racket. I say as this toaster makes a loud noise. Here's my favorite fork now. The thing about these Beach Cliffs and the Chicken of the Sea brand, they're the kind that are on the cheaper side, so they're actually really mushy. So, while even though it is a bit on the mushy side, it's not as good by itself. What that does mean, though, is it's great when you want to add it on something, so I'm just going to squish these, and I'm going to spread it on the English muffin when it's done. So while that's happening, I'm going to be mushing this into a paste-like substance. Hang on, I need to make sure it's actually on camera. I'm having this propped up on a Wii U game pad holder, and it's sitting on top of a coffee pot because I don't have any form of tripod. So that's kind of funny. That should be done any second now, and I'll be sure to collect it. But see, I'm just kind of squishing it like so into this paste-like substance that's easily spreaded. So while these cheaper sardines are mushier, so they're not as good to eat, as they have not as much of a form on them, however, they are good for when you want to squish them into a spread. That really ought to be done soon. I do not know how long it takes. I think it's like a minute or so. So, I don't really know what to say. It'd be hard for me to pause this right now, so I'm just going to try to find something to discuss. Maybe the weather. It's currently midnight right now, so I can't really... There we have it. I can't really say for certain how the weather is due to the time. Wow, this is surprisingly hot, considering the fact that it just came out of the toaster. That makes sense, but it's so hot. Now I'm going to spread this one here like so. I'm not very good at this. I'm just going to kind of poke it down and press it. Just a nice little snack. You know, it's good for your health. Sardines are really healthy for you. They've got all sorts of good stuff in there. So, I'll just eat that in a minute off camera. So I'm going to place this right here. So, now I have this, and I now have a cup of tea to go with it. So, here we have it. See, I had it propped up on this gamepad holder, which is kind of funny. So, here's what I made. I'm going to take it in here onto the light. Ignore this. I spilt something. And here is my cup of tea to go with it. I freshly made this. So, there we go. A sourdough English muffin with some Beach Cliff Sardines spread upon it, and a nice cup of tea. What a lovely little snack combination. A good small little meal, actually. Well, that's all. Have a lovely day, everyone. Bye-bye for now.